What is up, people of YouTube? I'm the Need for Speed Beast. Need for Speed Unbound has been out for 2 years. I want to give my take on this polarizing Need for Speed game. Don't get me wrong, this is not a hit piece towards the game. I don't really hate it. I'll talk about how this game compares to its predecessor Heat. I'll highlight Unbound's pros and cons. I'll talk about the polarizing themes of this game. However, I won't go too deep though. I'll also mention the direction I'll take after Unbound if Criterion wants to create another Unbound style game. Without further ado, let's begin. Need for Speed Unbound is what I consider half and half. Half of Unbound is an improvement over Need for Speed Heat. The driving physics are improved, and I appreciate Criterion further refining the handling physics. There was a complaint I had initially where the cars have such annoyingly springy suspensions. It's good that Criterion took steps to rectify the issue. Unbound is receiving ongoing updates. Yeah, the updates aren't huge with tons of cars and content, I admit, but that's not really Criterion's fault. EA themselves should be blamed for splitting half the developers and only letting a small crew update Unbound. Unbound's graphics are really beautiful, if you ask me. I play on PlayStation 5, and I gotta say, the game does feel next gen. The rain effects are detailed and crisp. Lakeshore is such a breathtaking city, both the urban area and the mountainous regions. I honestly wish the map could be bigger though. The cartoon effects and cel-shaded characters are unique and add a new style to Unbound. I like the fact Unbound is receiving continuous updates, despite the fact only a small team is assigned. I appreciate the feedback Team Kaizen takes from the fans, and the communication as well. I'm happy with the current updates, and I can't wait to see what's on the roadmap ahead. However, half of Unbound is a step back from Heat. What bothered me is the fact that the customization rating present in Heat is completely absent in Unbound. You won't be able to see the rating of how much customization you can do to a car before you buy it. The inventory system present in the performance customization also disappeared in Unbound. In Unbound, if you want to sell an engine you swapped on your Sylvia, for example, you can't. Meanwhile, it's possible in Heat. You can't buy duplicate parts to equip on different vehicles in Unbound's performance customization. Unbound's photo mode has got to be the worst photo mode I've ever seen in any Need for Speed game. I'm sorry, but even Heat had a much better photo mode. You can't tilt the camera, add filters, make improvements, none of that. It's all watered down in Unbound. It's a shame, really. Games like the 2015 reboot had an extremely detailed photo mode. I personally love to take automotive photos and upload them to my social platforms. The story is subpar at best. I'm not a fan of the political and street hip-hop themes in Unbound, if you ask me personally.
Yeah, I was like, yo, bro. And yo, check this, bro. He was all like, if you know, bro. And you know what I said? Bro! Hi.
What the fuck?
Tess? Yo!
Designer clothing brands, stereotype TikTokers, and social media influencers aren't really what I envision when I play a Need for Speed game. In my opinion, I would want my character in Unbound to resemble the driver from Most Wanted 2012's Beta, or maybe even Zephyr from Rivals. I'm more of a fan of Heat's clothing, especially those cool light-up full face masks. Speaking of Unbound's characters, they're probably the most obnoxious I've ever seen in any game. I'm not a fan of Yumna. I'm pretty sure street racing is a crime. If she was to run over and potentially kill a civilian, she'd go to Jahannam. Unbound's characters are the worst in my opinion. They repeat the same few dialogue over and over.
I'm ready. Are you? Are you trying to get my attention? Watch this. I'm going to try and pass. I'll show you without You've done so well. Don't lose it now.
That's an issue with the police as well. A game made 14 years ago, Midnight Club LA, they did racer dialogue so much better. It's more varied and less obnoxious. Need for Speed Unbound is the game, no matter how good it is better left with the rival racer dialogue set to 0. In the story mode, I think you'd have more time avoiding the cops than actually racing. Every race you participate in increases your heat level. Some heat levels are unreasonably high for certain races. Coupled with the annoying buy-in fees, it deeply discourages me to even continue playing story mode. It's a huge grind and you can't even buy as many cars as you want. For some stupid reason, you're limited to 200 cars in both story and online. The issue of 100 car wraps, hell, even respraying your car is considered a wrap in Unbound, hasn't been fixed since the 2015 reboot. It's more worthwhile playing the online mode. The link-ups can be entertaining, and there are some really fun playlists like gauntlets and drifts. I'm thankful Criterion added drag racing into the game. It was absent for what I believe is a long time. I'm pretty sure drag racing was cut from Heat. You can buy drag tires. However, drag racing in itself is completely absent. While it is a good thing for Unbound to receive updates, they seem minuscule compared to the Crew Motorfest and Forza Horizon 5. A few cars and a speed pass which you have to pay money if you want to get the premium version. I don't think it's terrible. I wish there could be more cars added each volume and more customization for existing cars like the Nissan Skyline R34. I don't consider buying EA Play. It's nonsense to lock cars behind a paywall which were free and previously featured in Heat. The police are a joke. I'm just being honest. They can easily go the wrong path, easily wreck themselves out, and have some of the cheesiest dialogue imaginable. It doesn't help that in story mode, you get in unnecessary police chases with the undercover cop. Their icon is hidden from the map. Don't get me wrong, that is a cool concept on paper. However, night driving becomes a chore at high heat levels. You have to watch out for undercover Camaros and police helicopters on your way to grind money at meetups. It feels like a stealth game instead of a racing game sometimes. Overall, in the end of the day, I like Unbound. I really do. It's just concerning if Criterion creates a more dense and wackier game than Unbound. I'm not a fan of the characters, and there are still glaring issues in character dialogue and EA's scumminess in general. I was discussing with a family member regarding Unbound's sequel. If it's an Unbound 2.0, I guess I'll take a break. Before you ask, no, it's not out of hate, and it won't be permanent. I just want to see a quality Need for Speed again. It's clear a small development team won't be able to achieve wonders. I think a bigger team needs to work on the next NFS. If the next Need for Speed is different in a good way, maybe I won't take a hiatus. At the end of the day, it's all up in the air. But this was my retrospective on Unbound, in my view. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a big like. Consider subscribing if you want to support this channel. I'm the Need for Speed Beast and see you all next time.